Hello, I am Serafina, and this is Portal Through the Veil, and welcome back to the astrology collective readings. I haven't done these since February, and when the kids were on spring break, I really couldn't film. And no, I'm like, okay, right? But the last few days of their spring break, I kept hearing 90-day run for the astrology collective. And for those who don't know the term 90-day run, it's basically breaking your year up into 3 month um, increments and setting goals for those 3 months, and you work towards them. As eventually it's going to lead up to the big goal. So if you have a big goal at the end of the month or at the end of the year, you're supposed to break everything up by 3 months, and it should definitely get you there, if not pretty darn freaking close, if you are consistent and you keep on working. So with this reading and my little cinnamon stick, I am putting the intention out there for my astrology zodiac collective that really needs to hear what's happening for their next 3 months, what they need to focus on, where be that whole thing where energy goes. I always say where energy goes, money flows, but that's the Capricorn in me. But the like where energy goes, everything else flows, or something like that. You get what I mean. So in this reading, we are obviously going to do the tarot, but I got called to do both of my oracle decks. We brought out the Moonology Manifestation deck, so this will probably come out at the end of your reading, and this is going to be like your focus, what you're trying to manifest, all of that. And then I also pulled out my star seed to get like the theme of the reading and all of that. So if you are into astrology readings and all of that fun stuff, and you're into it and you know your big three, because let's face it, we have all of these zodiac signs in our chart somewhere. Some are very prominent, some are not so prominent. If you're like me, you are a Capricorn stellium, so goats for life. Give me 1 minute. Alright, also, if you want to get into your own natal chart, into your own birth chart, I definitely want to encourage you to go to astro.com. All you need to know is, your name, your birth time, and your birth location, and it will give it all to you. And then I also want to say, download the app Sanctuary. This is not an ad by any means, but it's the app I use. It gives me my whole chart, and I know what my big three is. So if you know what your big three is, I want to encourage you to watch all 3 videos that in this series to get a fuller reading of what you need to work on for the next 3 months, because we're also going to look at the last 3 months, just so that you get confirmation that this reading is for you, or there's something in this reading that you need to hear, that the angels are trying to get across to you, all of that. And as a reminder, in anybody's collective readings, any of these tarot collective readings, is don't make the puzzle pieces fit that don't fit. Okay, if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. Leave it at the table and move on, okay? Only pick up the pieces you need, okay? So, without further ado, let's get into it. Hello to my Cancers. How are you? Has it not been a crazy last 3 months, right? It's been nuts. Honestly, collectively, I think it's been nuts for everybody. I really do. Okay? So, but I am going to pull a starseed card to see the theme, and maybe to see a little bit taste of the last 3 months, because let's face it, how are you going to know where you're going? Or, hold up. You won't appreciate where you're going if you don't look back and take the lessons from the past, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. So, take that as that resonates. Okay? Alright, also, butterflies might be a big deal for you, because for the first time ever, I've been at this apartment for 4 years. I have never seen a caterpillar. And I have seen 4 or 5 different caterpillars. I saved one on my stairs. All the things. I see one across the way making a cocoon. Oh, and if you know butterflies, they start as little tiny caterpillars and they transition into a beautiful butterfly with wings. So take that as it resonates, because it is magical in my courtyard. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So it's not about my courtyard. It's about you. All right. So let's get you one more card. We have forage. Don't follow. Pave a new path and be the leader you wish you had. I don't know why I always read that like a Dr. Seuss book, but okay. You're out here breaking traditions. You are out here doing the thing. Okay? You are truly out here moving mountains with no tools. I'm not going to say no tools. No, because some of you guys, whatever mountain you are moving in, you could have been in the process of moving this mountain years ago. All right. Some of you guys have been in the game for a very long time. So it's either, I don't think it's love, but if it resonates to you as love, then go ahead and put the pieces where they fit. But this very much feels career, life, passion type of sense. Okay, and then the other card that came out is We Are the Hawthorns. Deep love, mother's milk, of birth as a portal. So this new path, I feel like this new path, you are creating some kind of portal. Okay? And don't be scared about portals. Portals help you jump to new timelines. I really feel, we all know that I love a good portal. Hello, portal through the veil. Hello. All right. So I very much can relate to this with the new path, like setting a new path and like birthing something out of thin air, basically. All right. All right. 4 of Wands, community, home, celebrations, reunions. You are definitely building a community. This mountain that you are pushing, there is community on the floor. Or not community on the floor. There, you are working on a community. Like that's a big pillar in the whole picture. Is the community, because that community is going to be a foundation. Yeah, because with 4 of Wands, it also gives you that party energy. You know, it gives you that party-like energy, gatherings. And when I think of community, it's like, you don't have to go out to the club. You don't have to be always out partying, but you could have like a get-together at the park and just hang and bond and do all the things. All right, and then we have 3 of Wands out here. All right, there is momentum. Okay, you are creating momentum with this portal, even though you think you're not, even though you really truly think that you're stuck. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Okay, you are exactly where you're. I know it's 444 on the timer, so you're exactly where you're supposed to be. There is an expansion coming that you have been manifesting. You will be able to see that growth. Keep visioning the growth though, okay? The more you envision it, the more likely it's going to happen, okay? And then we got, there's a lot of wand energy, which is fire. So, one second. Yeah, there's a lot of fire energy. That's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you might have one of those signs in your big 3. Because that fire that's in your chart, in your soul, is definitely coming out in the cards. Because hello, Queen of Wands, Divine Feminine. Hello, hi honey, how are you doing? Nice to meet you. Yeah, and just more confirmation from the angels that yeah, there is going to be a lot of movement. There is going to be a sudden change coming up, so be aware, buckle up, put on the helmet if you have to. But I feel like it's going to happen after the eclipse season, and after Mercury in retrograde gets out of the microwave. Okay, because right now there's a lot of energy, especially in April. There's a lot of planets really close up together, and that, well, it's like there's a lot going on everywhere, and it's like chaotic. And I feel like right now you're riding the storm, and as soon as the storm settles down, you're gonna find the lighthouse that's gonna get you to shore. Okay, like you're in a storm right now. You are. But with the Queen of Wands, I know you are a determined divine feminine. I know you have the confidence to handle this like eclipse and Mercury in retrograde chaos that we're in. Okay, and the angels are definitely out here confirming that, yeah, you will see your rewards. You will see them, but I feel like it's going to happen after. All right, we have the last eclipse of this season, April 8th, and then I believe Mercury in retrograde is out April 25th, so maybe April 25th, 2024, you will see a change. But also, these are timeless, so if you're not watching this even in the year of 2024, don't worry. When the storm clears out, I'm basically seeing smoke. When the smoke settles, that's when it's going to happen for you. All right, but if you're watching this in real time as I post this, be aware of after April 25th. If you need like a date, if you need like something to kind of like hold on to, like look after April 25th, you might really see something change, or your attitude's going to change, or your mindset's going to change the first week of May. Okay, so be aware of that. But I see good things. It's like new energy, new. Okay, so all right, now let's close this out with the Moonology manifestation. So we kind of have an idea of where this is going, but let's just get more confirmation, possibly, or a little bit more that I've missed. Also, these have zodiac signs, so this might actually confirm more of that fire energy, or it will talk to, yeah, Cancer. Hi, Cancer. Hello, how are you? All right, push through any insecurity. Yes, as you're working on this portal, as you are pushing through to create a new portal, a new path, a new that new transition, a lot of insecurity is going to happen, is going to come up. And the trick to all of it, and you're probably going to look at your TV or your phone crazy and want to throw me up against the wall when I say this, but you got to keep an open heart. You got to not allow your heart to get hardened. I don't know if you're a Star Wars fan, but episode 3, hello, Anakin Skywalker, completely in love with Queen Amidala, and then they get pregnant, they have twins. It's a beautiful love story. And then something happens. Anakin gets influenced by the dark side, and then he finds out that Princess Leia has passed away in childbirth, and he goes completely Darth Vader. Do not allow yourself to get to Darth Vader's zone, okay? Work out those insecurities. Journal out those insecurities if you have to. But you are more than capable of getting this done. I heard your emotions are power. You're a Cancer. Cancers are very emotional, if you guys don't want to admit it or not, but you guys are emo. It's okay. I get it. I get it. But for some of you that are listening, some of those divine feminine, you need to learn how to tap into your emotions, turn it into power, and that power turns into productivity. Don't know who needed to hear that. But working out those insecurities also is putting in the work by putting one step forward, doing those little those little things, okay? So for the next 3 months, work on that. Work on keeping your heart open. Do not turn into Darth Vader. Work through the insecurities as you are pushing this needle forward, because there is so much momentum on the table. There's going to be so much progress. There's going to be so much excitement. There's so much good here on the table that I don't want you to fuck it up. Pardon my language, okay? Don't fuck this up. But you also need to hear that you're more than capable of doing this very intuitively, okay? On that note, we're going to end that there. I thank you so much for watching this. Please hit like, please hit save, share if this resonated, if this hit a nerve on any point, at any point, and hit follow. And also, I would love it if you would follow my Instagram and my TikTok. I know TikTok might get banned, but at least if you're following me on Instagram and on YouTube, you will always be getting a reading. I have my handles in the description, as well as I have my website. If you ever would like a private reading, I do offer those as well, and that's where you could find my website. And on that note, Cancers, you my little crab muffins, you got this, okay? My crab muffins, you got this.